What if I told you the habits that can make you $100,000 are so boring, most people quit before they ever see results? Not because they do not work, but because they do not feel exciting. And that is exactly why almost nobody succeeds with them. If you stay until the end, you will see how these simple, unsexy habits quietly build real income, and why ignoring them might be the reason you are still stuck. You wake up, check your phone, and scroll through people celebrating success. Someone just made $10,000 online. Someone quit their job. Someone is traveling the world. And you sit there wondering, what am I doing wrong? You are not lazy. You are not stupid. You have tried things before. You watched videos. You started something. You quit. Not because you did not care, but because nothing seemed to work fast enough. Bills keep coming. Time keeps passing. Doubt keeps growing. And deep down, there's one painful thought. What if I never figure this out? That is where most people get stuck. They chase exciting ideas. They look for secrets. They wait for motivation. But here is the truth nobody likes to hear. The people making serious money are not doing exciting things. They are doing boring things consistently. And those boring things quietly build income that can reach $100,000 and beyond. Let us break that down. 1. Showing up every day. This sounds simple. It is not. Most people start strong and disappear after 1 week. If you want to make money online, pick one thing. Freelancing, content creation, selling digital products, affiliate marketing. Then show up every single day. Example, if you write online, write one post every day for 90 days. No skipping, no excuses. Money does not reward intensity. It rewards consistency. 2. Learning boring skills. Everyone wants quick money. Nobody wants slow skills. But skills like copywriting, video editing, sales, basic marketing. These are not exciting, but they pay. Example, a simple freelancer who learns copywriting can charge $50 for one email. Write 2 emails a day, 5 days a week. That is $500 a week. That is over $25,000 a year from one skill. 3. Finishing what you start. Most people start 10 things and finish nothing. That kills momentum. Pick one path and finish it. Example, instead of starting 5 side hustles, choose one. Build a small digital product like an ebook. Finish it. Sell it. Even if it earns $100, you learn the full process. That knowledge compounds. 4. Doing work before you feel ready. You will never feel ready. Fear shows up every time. The people making money act anyway. Example, you want to start freelancing but feel nervous. Instead of waiting, send 5 messages to potential clients today. You might get ignored. You might get rejected. But one reply can change everything. 5. Repeating what works. Most people get one small win and then change direction. That is a mistake. If something works, repeat it. Example, you post a video and it gets views. Do not try something new immediately. Make 10 more videos like that. Money grows from repetition, not constant reinvention. 6. Tracking numbers. Feelings do not build income. Numbers do. Track how many messages you send, how many sales you make, how much traffic you get. Example, if you send 20 messages and get 1 client, your system works. Now send 100 messages. That could mean 5 clients. That is how small actions scale into serious money. 7. Working when it is boring. At the beginning, everything feels exciting. Then it becomes repetitive. That is where most people quit. The ones who keep going win. Example, editing videos every day is boring. Posting content daily is boring. But after 6 months, those boring actions create an audience. And that audience becomes income. 8. Delaying rewards. Most people want money now. Real money comes later. You invest time first. Then results follow. Example, you start a YouTube channel or a page online. First month, nothing. Second month, nothing. Third month, small growth. Then suddenly, things start moving. Patience turns effort into income. 9. Solving real problems. Money comes from solving problems, not chasing trends. Ask one question. What do people struggle with? Then help them. Example, people struggle with resumes. You can offer resume writing services. Sell resume templates. Teach resume writing online. Simple problem. Real demand. 10. Staying when others quit. This is the most powerful habit. Most people quit too early. They are closer than they think. Example. Someone works for 3 months and gives up. Another person works for 6 months and lands a big client. The difference is not talent. The difference is staying. Now here is the bigger picture. None of these habits are exciting. There is no viral moment, no instant success, no magic trick, but together they build something powerful. A person who shows up daily, learns valuable skills, finishes projects, repeats what works. That person becomes hard to ignore, and eventually, hard to stop. That is how ordinary people quietly build income streams. Freelancing income, digital product sales, content monetization, online services. And over time, that income grows from $100 to $1,000 to $10,000 until one day you look back and realize you did not need motivation. You did not need luck. You needed habits. Unsexy, repetitive, boring habits. The kind most people avoid. And that is exactly why they work. And that is exactly why they work. Because while everyone else is chasing shortcuts, you are quietly building something real. Now here is where the story becomes interesting. At some point, something small will happen. It might not look impressive to others, but to you, it will feel different. You will get your first payment. Maybe it is $10. Maybe it is $50. And for a moment, you will stare at the screen. Because it is no longer theory. It is real. Someone, somewhere, paid you for something you created or offered. That moment changes everything. But here is the part nobody talks about. After that first win, things still feel slow. You expect momentum. You expect things to become easier. Instead, you face a new struggle. Inconsistency. One week you earn. Next week, nothing. Doubt returns. Was that just luck? Can I really do this again? This is where most people stop. Not at failure, but at uncertainty. This is where the habits start working together. Let us turn them into a simple path you can actually follow. Step 1. Pick one simple income path. Do not overcomplicate this. Choose one. Freelancing, writing, design, editing. Selling a digital product, ebook, templates. Content creation, videos, posts. Teaching. Example. You choose freelancing. You decide to offer a simple service. Writing short posts for small businesses. Step 2. Take daily action. Every day, you do 3 things. Learn for 30 minutes. Practice for 30 minutes. Reach out to 10 potential clients. That is it. No complicated systems. Just repeat. Step 3. Expect rejection. You will send messages and get ignored. You will get replies like, "No thank you. Not interested." This will test you emotionally. It will feel personal. But it is not. It is part of the process. Step 4. Get one client. Eventually, someone says yes. Small project. Small payment. You deliver your best work. Now you have proof. Proof builds confidence. Confidence increases action. Action creates more opportunities. Step 5. Turn one into many. Now you repeat the same process. Same offer. Same system. Same actions. You are not guessing anymore. You are scaling. Example. One client paying $50 becomes 5 clients paying $50. That is $250. Now improve your skill. Charge $100. Same work. Higher value. Step 6. Build a simple asset. At this stage, you add one more layer. You create something once and sell it multiple times. Example. A guide. A template. A short course. If you are a writer, you can sell a social media post template pack. Price it at $20. Sell it to 100 people over time. That is $2,000 from one product. Step 7. Combine income streams. Now things become powerful. You are no longer relying on one source. You have active income, freelancing, scalable income, digital products, growing income, content audience. Each one supports the other. And this is where the emotional shift happens. You stop feeling stuck. You stop feeling behind. Because now you see progress. Not overnight success, but steady movement. Still, there will be hard days. Days when Nobody responds. Sales are zero. Motivation disappears. On those days, the habits carry you. Not feelings. Not inspiration. Habits. You show up anyway. And slowly, something changes. You become disciplined. You become skilled. You become consistent. And without realizing it, you become someone who makes money online. Then one day, you calculate everything. Freelance work, digital sales, small projects, and the total surprises you. It is not one big win. It is hundreds of small ones added together. That is how people reach numbers like $100,000. Not in one moment, but through repeated effort that most people never see. So if you feel stuck right now, understand this. You are not far away. You are just missing consistency. Pick one path. Follow the habits. Repeat the process. And keep going long enough to see the result. Because the truth is simple. The opportunity is real. The path is clear. But only for those who stay long enough to walk it. But only for those who stay long enough to walk it. Now imagine this. 6 months from today. Not a fantasy. Not a dream. A realistic version of your life if you follow these habits. You wake up, and instead of checking your phone with anxiety, you check it with curiosity. Did a client reply? Did a sale come in? Did your content grow? And sometimes the answer is yes. Not every day, but often enough to feel real. At this point, something unexpected happens. The struggle does not disappear, but it changes. In the beginning, the pain was confusion. Now, the challenge becomes responsibility. More clients, more work, more decisions. You start thinking, how do I handle more without burning out? How do I turn this into something stable? This is where most people make a critical mistake. They try to do everything alone, and that slows growth. The next level, thinking like a builder. To move closer to serious income like $100,000, you need a shift from doing everything to building systems. System 1, repeatable client flow. Instead of randomly finding clients, you create a simple system. Example, every day, send 10 outreach messages. Every week, post helpful content. Every month, follow up with old leads. Now clients are not luck. They become predictable. System 2, raise your value. You do not need more hours. You need better positioning. Example, instead of saying, I write posts, you say, I help businesses get more customers through content. Same skill, higher value. Now you can charge. $50 becomes $150. $150 becomes $300. Income grows without doubling effort. System 3, turn skills into products. This is where real leverage begins. Ask yourself, what do I do repeatedly that others struggle with? Turn that into something sellable. Example, if you help clients grow on social media, create a content calendar template, a beginner guide, a short video course. Now you earn even when you are not working. The hidden battle. At this stage, the external struggle looks better, but internally, a new tension appears. Fear of losing progress. You might think, what if this stops working? What if clients leave? What if I fail again? This fear is normal, but here is the difference now. You have proof. Proof that you can start. Proof that you can earn. Proof that you can rebuild if needed. That makes you dangerous in the best way. The compounding effect. Let us make this practical. Imagine this setup. 5 clients paying $200 each equals $1,000 per month. Digital products bringing in $500 per month. Small affiliate or content income equals $200 per month. That is $1,700 per month. Not life-changing yet, but stable. Now improve slowly. Increase prices. Improve products. Grow audience. Over time. $3,000 per month. $5,000 per month. $8,000 per month. Now you are approaching $100,000 per year. Not from one source, but from layers. The final realization. At the start, you wanted fast results. You wanted something exciting. Something impressive. But what actually worked was different. You built discipline instead of motivation. Systems instead of guesses. Skills instead of shortcuts. And those unsexy habits turned into income. There's one last truth most people ignore. Opportunities are not rare. Consistency is rare. That is why success looks rare. So if you are still at the beginning, still confused, still doubting, still waiting for something to click, do not wait anymore. Start small. Stay consistent. Let the habits do their work. Because the path to serious money is not hidden. It is just overlooked by people who refuse to do the simple things long enough to see the result. And that is the part most people never accept. There is no missing secret. There is no hidden shortcut. There is only a set of simple, repeatable habits that almost nobody is willing to follow long enough. You started this journey feeling stuck, comparing yourself to others, questioning your ability, wondering if making money online was even real. Now you see it differently. The path is not exciting. It is not fast, but it is clear. You show up every day. You learn valuable skills. You finish what you start. You repeat what works. You stay when others quit. And slowly, your life begins to change. Not all at once, but enough to prove that you are moving forward. One day, you will not recognize the version of yourself who almost gave up, because now you are someone who takes action without waiting, builds instead of consuming, earns instead of hoping. And that is how ordinary people create extraordinary results. So here is your moment. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Pick one path. Take one action. Stay consistent. That is how this begins. If this opened your eyes and gave you a real path forward, make sure you subscribe so you do not miss the next step in your journey. If you found value in this, hit like so more people can discover it. And share this with someone who feels stuck right now, because this might be exactly what they need to hear. Your future is built by what you do next.